Hello and welcome back to another video, another Chelsea transfer news video. All the latest transfer news, all the latest rumours, all for you to watch right here, right now. First up, Edouard Mendy has had a price tag slapped on him by Rennes. Chelsea have definitely pursued interest and they've put two bids on which have both been rejected. The first one thought to be about £15 million, the second one thought to be about £18 million. They've both been just rejected by Rennes. They want to keep hold of their 6'6", 28-year-old Senegalese goalkeeper in Edouard Mendy. There hasn't really been any interest from other clubs around Europe or anywhere around the world that I've heard of, but Rennes have thought to have found a replacement in Alfonso Areola, who plays for PSG but he was on loan at Real Madrid as a backup just in case Thibaut Courtois got injured for the Spanish Giants. The price that they have put on him is £30 million, which is about 35 million euros, which is definitely more than what Andre Onana would cost, who's been priced by Ajax at 30 million euros, which is about £27 million. By no means, this is not an expensive transfer. Edouard Mendy is not the best goalkeeper in the world. He's obviously not as talented as Nick Pope, Gianluigi Donnarumma, Jan Oblak to Stegen, all the other goalies that Chelsea have been linked with. But he does seem like Chelsea are determined to sign him, as he could be a good competitor for Kepa to compete against and fight for a first team spot. I think this is a similar price to what Manchester United would price Dean Henderson about, maybe £30–40 million for a Premier League proven goalkeeper. But he did sign a new contract with Man United, meaning he's going to try and fight it out for first team spot alongside David De Gea, who did have quite a shaky season. I think the reason why Chelsea aren't trying to pursue a big transfer in Donnarumma or Oblak or Onana is because they don't want somebody to replace Kepa, and all those goalkeepers are too talented in a way, and they just come in and there's no chance really Kepa would, all his confidence is gone. The little tiny bit he has left to just be off a cliff, and there's no point getting a big keeper. I think we should sign a new keeper this summer, but I think Chelsea are just trying to get Kepa back to level where they can sell him next season for, it's obviously going to be a loss on the £72 million they bought him for, but hopefully it's not going to be as big of a loss they would have got this summer. Secondly, Reece James was called up for the under-21 England squad rather than the first team England squad because there was quite a lot of competition. England do have a plethora of right backs in Trent Alexander-Arnold, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Kyle Walker, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Reece James obviously, Tariq Lamptey. But during training he has had to pull out of the squad now due to an injury, I'm pretty sure. We're not really sure what the injury is at the moment, but he did have to have an ankle ligament surgery last season, which kept him out for the first 2 months, which is quite a serious injury if you don't know. The ankle is very delicate, and for a football player it's very needed, especially to kick the ball and tackle. Yeah, it's quite an important joint, and yeah, it's not good to have an injury in the ankle ligament. So he obviously had to have surgery last season. He's had to pull out because of an injury. We're hoping it's not anything to do with that. We have absolutely no idea. But he has been replaced by Tariq Lamptey, who is at Brighton now, but is an ex-Chelsea Academy star. He did get sold to Brighton and he was performing quite well. But he's now replaced Reece James in the under-21 England setup. We're all hoping this isn't a serious injury, but if it is serious, then he's going to have to miss out the first couple of games, a bit like Ben Chilwell, meaning Azpilicueta would have to play right back, when I originally would have rathered Reece James playing right back and Azpilicueta playing left back for the first couple of games, as Ben Chilwell can't play the first month due to his heel injury. But now Azpilicueta would have to play right back. This is if the injury is serious enough. It could just be a precaution, could just be non-serious, but just want to make sure he's safe and that, which is fair enough. But we're not sure yet, but it would mean Azpilicueta to be playing right back and Marcos Alonso will be playing left back, who is not really a left back. He's very good at attacking, and I have to give him that. He's a very good attacking fullback, but he's just not good at defending. I don't know why. He's a very good wing back, but not really in a fullback system. It's not his strong point, which could be a bit of a worry, especially because of the fact we're playing Liverpool second game in. Chelsea's doing loads of business this summer, and Malang Sarr is one of the recent signings, alongside Ben Chilwell and Thiago Silva, to improve this back line. He was snapped up on a free by Chelsea from Nice after his contract ran out, and he didn't bother renewing it. He's only 21 years old and he's already a brilliant centre-back, one of the better centre-backs in the Ligue 1, and he was much wanted around Europe. Fulham they wanted to sign him and promised him first team football. No, he denied it. Loads of other clubs. I think Schalke wanted to get him, promised him first team football again, but no, he wanted to join Chelsea because he saw their potential and the upcoming youth squad. He wanted to be part of that. So he's joined Chelsea, but it looks like he's going to be going out on loan straight away in his first season. He is going to be going on loan to Bayer Leverkusen, it looks like, but not anything to do with the Kai Havertz deal. It looks like it's just going to be like a little gift, if you say, just to the German club, just for like a thanks for giving us your best player who's hopefully going to be the world's greatest in a couple of years. I think this is quite nice from Chelsea, but they were very stubborn in agreeing a price, and I think they're just doing it to be nice, as he obviously it was almost confirmed that he was going to the Bundesliga. I think Schalke were also looking to get him on loan, but yeah, he's going to be going to Bayer Leverkusen on loan for this season. Maybe he can come back, play alongside hopefully Upamecano, who could be joining, or Thiago Silva, he speaks French. Yeah, hopefully he can be good for the future. Lastly, if you've been sleeping under a rock, Manchester United have signed Donny van de Beek from Ajax for about £40 million, I think it is. He looks like a brilliant midfielder, and he's a very good box-to-box midfielder. He can drop a bit deep sometimes, maybe pick up the ball. He played very well alongside Frankie de Jong when he was still at Ajax, with De Ligt at centre-back performing brilliantly. But De Jong did go to Barcelona in a £75 million deal, I think it was, or 75 million euros, can't quite remember. And Ronald Koeman, who's a new Barcelona boss, was very interested in signing Van de Beek for their midfield, as they've just got rid of Rakitic. They're trying to get rid of Busquets. They just want a whole rebuild at Barcelona. And he was interested in Barcelona, Van de Beek, but he has gone to Manchester United after he's seen their project they've got with young players such as Daniel James, Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial. Don't know if you can really class him as a young player anymore. Wan-Bissaka. They've got loads of young players and they're looking like a good squad. However, I don't really know how he fits in their squad, as they already have one of the best midfielders in the world, no denying that, in Bruno Fernandes, and Paul Pogba, who they paid a lot of money for. And he can't really play alongside them because he's a similar player to Pogba, but he's not as attacking as Bruno Fernandes. But he can't play defensive between the middle of them. I don't know. But when his season stats from last season, the 2019 to 2020 season, when they put up against Mason Mount, there was only one clear winner, and that was Mason Mount. So I will speak it out to you. Donny van de Beek played 22 games, Mason Mount played 25. So Mount's already played 3 more. He's obviously had 500 minutes more because he's played more games. And this is where it gets interesting. Van de Beek scored 8 goals compared to Mount's 14. Van de Beek assisted 5 goals compared to Mount's 9. And he had more key passes, more dribbles, was fouled more. He had a bit of a worse discipline, but that's not really a stat. And he's just overall a much better player. And he was 18 years old at the time, and De Beek was 23 last season. I know you can't really compare them, they're both midfielders, but They're a bit different, but it's just interesting really to me. I think Mason Mount is one of the best young midfielders in the world. His off-the-ball pressing is so key to the squad, and he just gets slept on so much. However, I do think Beek will be a very good player in the future for Manchester United. Make sure you comment what you think. Who's going to be better next season? Who's going to get more goals, more assists? Mason Mount or Donny van de Beek? Thanks so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Goodbye.